Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have with us Mr. Cheng Kok Wah, who will be sharing his experiences with us. Mr. Cheng,
Yes.
nice to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about your health problem?
Before I used the pendant, or rather before I any experience the pendant, I used to have stomach problems, and then the lung problems, and once in a while fever, and of course my eyesight, as with almost medium ages people, the eyesight of course is deteriorating day by day. You see. But since the day I was introduced to this pendant, and I got to drink the water, I think in quite a quantity, and suddenly my eyesight becomes sharp and clear.
Okay, let's go back to your stomach ailments. What kind of stomach ailments did you present with?
I used to have a stomach problem, and whenever I take food like curry, santans, lasinoma, and all that, and I get wind in my stomach and my bloated.
So were you on medication for that?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because I believe in natural healing.
Healing. Have you had this problem for, is it a recent problem or have you had it for a while?
It's chronic.
Chronic.
Yes.
But how long?
Oh, I think many years.
Many years. Okay, so you've been to all kind. You believe in natural healing, so you occasionally take medication and
sometimes I don't.
Sometimes. Do you still have that problem today?
I don't experience it now.
Why is that so?
Ever since the day I started using the pendant, I have been. I was using it for 3 days, Then suddenly, when I went to the toilet, to discharge, and I suddenly realized I was discharging blood after the 3rd day. Then the 2nd day and the 3rd day, it continues to do so. I was a little bit worried.
So did you go and seek medical help?
I didn't go and see. As I told you, I believe in natural healing. So I just thought to myself, it can't be in my colon. Suffering from cancer or tumor or anything like that. As usual, you might think this way,
yes.
because of the blood discharge. So I think can't be bothered about it. Just continue wearing and see what will happen. And on the 4th day, it was like diarrhea,
All blood.
Not blood anymore.
Just
watery stools, watery. And then I have to do it 2 times, 3 times a day. On the 1st day, then the 2nd day, 3rd day. Almost the 4th day, it's the same pattern of watery discharges. Then thereafter, on the 4th day, it starts to stop, and I start to having the stools start becoming harder, and things starts getting normal back again.
So, and ever since then, have you presented with stomach ailments? Wind, bloating?
It didn't happen anymore, but I suspect this stomach must have been healed, because I tried to experiment, and I with purpose, I did it with purpose. I just ate the nasi lemak, I ate the curry, and then I did it for a whole day, 3 meals a day, and I do the same thing, eating the same kind of food, and I did it for 3 days, just to experiment and confirm whether my stomach ailment has been cured. All the problem never
recurred again. So that's confirming what you felt. Like you have been cured.
Yeah.
And you attribute this to the quantum pendant.
Yes.
Okay, that is indeed remarkable. So apart from your stomach ailments, do you have any other kind of problems?
Oh, it's my work nature, I have a lot of work hazards, and used to my industry involves in carrying the bags of heavy loads, onto the car and unloading them to the car and loading them onto the car. So it comes to about 1 ton of weight I have to carry every day, and I have back injuries.
Because it's a result of your job.
Yeah, it's a work hazard,
Yeah.
And ever since then, when I use the pendant and solve my problem, I don't have the pain anymore, and I can stand upright for half an hour or 1 hour or so without any feeling of pain on the back. Before that, I couldn't even stand for 5 minutes.
You will feel the pain.
Yeah, I have to find a place to sit down.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Cheng. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Cheng Kok Wah has been suffering from stomach ailments for years. All he had to do was consume a plate of nasi lemak or rice with curry that was rich with coconut milk, and he would find that his stomach was bloated, there would be wind, and he would have the sensation of fullness. Now, this is a problem that he has encountered for years. Now, although he did on and off go to doctors, both allopathic and homeopathic doctors, he found that nobody could really help him with his problem. And he began to believe in letting the problem heal itself naturally. Now, Mr. Cheng was introduced to the pendant recently, and he found that upon using the pendant, he was healed of this stomach ailment of his. Initially, when he used the pendant, he had to visit the toilet quite a bit, and he found that there was copious amounts of discharge that even came in the form of blood. There was obviously a kind of healing crisis going on, and the pendant was helping to heal his body of toxins. Currently, Mr. Cheng can take nasi lemak, he can take a plate of rice with coconut milk, and he finds that he does not suffer the same effects that he once used to. Using the pendant for a period of 4 days has healed Mr. Cheng. He finds that he does not suffer from any of these stomach ailments anymore. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
you.
Mr. Cheng.
Thank you.